Chun Maxim of the week. Wing Chun Maxim of the week is this. And then I'm going to interpret it and let you know what it means. And that is that the palm of your hand is yin because it inflicts internal damage. The palm is yin because it inflicts internal damage. But the fist is yang because it causes external damage also. What the heck does that mean? You're probably thinking. Well, I'll break it down for you. Let's talk about the palm first. Now, we're not talking about the fingers part of the palm. We're talking about the part of the palm that is the base of the palm, or you could say the heel of the palm, just like you have a heel of your foot. You have a heel of your palm. So the heel of the palm and also the edge of the palm. Okay? The edge of the palm is sometimes known as the knife hand or the knife edge of the palm. Okay? So you have the heel of the palm and the edge of the palm. So think about this L shape right here, the shape of an L. Okay? That's your weapon as far as the palm goes. Now, yes, in Wing Chun, you're using your fingers as well with Bill Style BLG striking, but now we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about just the palm, okay? In actuality, the energy comes out of the core, the center of the palm. But the point of contact, your major point of contact is the heel of the palm, edge of the palm, or to be very pinpoint about it, when you're doing a Chang Sao, for example, Chang Sao is spade hand. When you're doing a Chang Sao, it's this tip right here. If you feel that on your own hand, if you just feel that on your own hand, there's a bone right there, okay? There's a bone right there. That point of contact is the main point of contact. The reason it's the main point of contact is because it's lined up with the ulna bone. The ulna bone, the pinky side, big, large bone, the most stable bone of the lower arm. So, palm right here, okay? That pinpoint, the palm heel, the edge, that's the palm we're talking about. So, why is that talking about internal damage? Well, think about it. When you hit someone with the palm, yes, you hit them on the outside of the body, but the palm is very, very powerful. Okay? You have a lot of penetrating power with the palm. You think, no way, it's not going to be penetrating. The fist is penetrating more. Here's what the palm does. If you think about your hand, you have something called the carpal bridge. Think about a bridge, like you go over a bridge with your car or your truck. The carpal bridge talks about the bridge in your hand. It's the area from the wrist to your knuckles. The wrist to your knuckles, this carpal bridge here. If you use the palm, you don't have to transmit or send the energy through the carpal bridge. It comes directly out of the hand. From the arm, of course, coming from the ground through you, out your arm, out the hand, okay, out the palm, without the interference of the carpal bridge. So you're placing the energy directly, or the force directly into someone. That has very much penetrating power, and you can develop that. Those of you who are working on your 1-inch punch have felt that. You hit the 1-inch punch with your fist, and you do the 1-inch punch with your palm, and you see that the person, they get this big convulsive explosion backwards, different than the punch. Okay, so there is a distinct difference in what you can do with the palm and the punch. To put it on a non-Wing Chun level, every Green Beret that I've talked to from different years that know what they're doing, of course all Green Berets know what they're doing, but the ones that I've talked to that one was a first sergeant and instructor in their hand-to-hand combat, he talked about they only use the open hand. They never use their fists, okay? The fist can be broken, as some people in here know. The fist can be broken very easily when throwing a punch horizontally and you hit over here. It's called a boxer's fracture, okay? Very simple to do, very common. The fist can be broken. The vertical fist is a lot harder to break, but it can break if someone has a helmet on, okay, and they put their head down, you can break your fist on that. But the open hands very difficult to damage except for maybe bruising, okay, when you're hitting something. Imagine you trying to hit someone in the head and they put their head down and you hit their helmet. It's a lot better to hit them in the helmet with your open palm than it is your fist, okay? So on a non-Wing Chun level, the open palm is used by very skilled people in the special forces, okay? So the palm is yin because it inflicts internal damage. The people that are high up in Wing Chun know about organ striking. And I'm not going to delve into that today, but it's very much done with some open palm. Because the penetrating power goes in and you can affect a lot of force on the inside of the body. So that's why I always say in here, when we're fighting or sparring, we're gentlemanly about it. We're gentlemanly about it, meaning we use our fists. Okay? On the street, if the real deal goes down, you cannot use your fists, you can choose to use the open palm because you need to defend yourself in a manner that is effective. And if you have to defend yourself in a manner that's effective, use the open palm. Okay? Instead of the fist. Fist is the gentlemanly or the ladylike way, in your case, to do it as well. Okay? So, moving to the fist, the second half of this maxim says, but the fist is yang, for it causes external damage also. And you hear that word also, and you're like, what? What do you mean? I don't get it. Well, here's the thing. Say I'm hitting this bag here, this sandbag, with my chainsaw, okay? Chainsaw, or palm strike. Very powerful, okay? On the inside, all right? I think Eddie Murphy was in some movie and he said, Kung Fu Man, bleed on the inside, okay? Or something like that. I can't remember the name of the movie, it was really funny. He was in jail or something, he was trying to be all tough so he doesn't get beat up.
Trading places.
Trading places, thank you very much. So, what I just like to use that as an analogy, but over here, I digress. Over here, palm strike, the energy goes in, okay? There's not a lot of visible surface damage, okay? Maybe a bruise, but again, bruise on the inside, okay? So the energy goes in and affects damage on the inside. However, the punch, as you've seen in boxing, you've seen bare knuckle boxing, it can cut you as well. So yes, you can break bones, you can hurt the organs. You just have someone bend over and you do an uppercut, yeah, you can really hurt their organs because the organs are closer to the surface of the body here. And punches can do a lot of damage on the inside as well. However, the reason this maxim says the punch is yang, because it does external damage also, it means that yes, it can affect the inside of the body, but it also can cut, rip, pinch, tear the flesh on the outside of the body, leaving cuts, bruises, blood. So it affects external damage also. Okay, so if you hit someone with a fist, you can break their jaw, which is on the inside. You can hit them here and it hurt over here. That's just like a palm, but the palm's not going to leave a big gash or cut. Okay, whereas a fist can leave the external damage markers. Like you got your black eye, your busted lip, your broken nose. You can break a nose with a palm as well. But your cuts and your bruising. Okay, so external damage plus internal damage makes the fist yang because it can do both. But the palm is not on the surface or the outside with its damage. It's on the inside. It's yin. Fist, it can be both inside and outside. Or it can just do external damage and not internal damage, depending on the penetration of the punch and the skill of the practitioner. Okay? Does this make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Well, that's the Wing Chun maximum of the week.